What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Funky Monkey podcast. Back with your favorite Degens. After our game show video last time, we got Arshia, we got myself, Johnny, and we got our boy Uncle Anthony.
And Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony, shit, my bad. Uncle Tony.
Uncle Anthony.
I fucked it up.
You fucked it all up.
Uncle Anthony's more distinguished.
More big guy. Less mafioso, more Uncle Tony. And
More
more Uncle Anthony.
Not even Italian. Yeah, no. Podcast things. Not an anime episode this time, but we're gonna be talking about some good things. So
Yeah.
What's up?
So Black Friday just passed, literally 2 days ago. Anyone pick up anything interesting? Anything fun?
Everyone looks at me because they know I want to talk about it.
You want like us to say our things and then you
Yeah,
can
go
talk
first. Go
yourself.
first. Go first.
Right, guys. I spent a whopping $0 this year at Black Friday. I'm honestly very proud of myself. I usually am an impulse buyer. I'll see a good deal. It was really hard walking around Walmart seeing those 65-inch TVs for like $300, and I'm like, damn, one would look really nice on this wall right
It
here.
would.
It
You
would
made a
look
mistake.
really, really nice. So I'm proud of myself. I'm traveling soon, so I got to save that bread, you know?
Right. Me, I spent like what, $200, something like that, on just like shirts and shit. I kind of needed a few for work.
Nice.
I got some
I
from.
probably should have done that.
Yeah, I just got like a couple button ups
Yeah.
and stuff, and then I got some more online that they didn't have in stock in store. And I almost bought like because I have a wall mounted TV in front of my bed.
Yeah.
I almost bought what do you call it, the sound bar to go
Yeah.
under it, and then the mount under it. And I was like,
nice.
everything that's like less than $300 has bad reviews, and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
that's more is just so extra. So I just, I held myself back. And then I also got a package from a friend of mine that I think Johnny will be explaining soon. So
Very nice. Very nice.
go ahead, please.
You're the friend.
I'm the friend. So technically, you spent a little more than $200.
Yeah, no, I'm okay,
Okay.
guys. So the
Alright.
$200 that you guys were that you guys just credited or debited from my account, just have that on one section, and there's
Yeah,
gonna
get ready. Get ready for the rest of it. Yeah.
I hauled ass to the States.
I saw you guys were there at like
woke
5
my
o'clock.
ass up, bro. Because we've been planning this trip for so fucking long.
Yeah.
My friend went home to Mississauga, got the car. For those of you who don't know, I live in Hamilton for university. But yeah, we woke up at 4:30 in the morning, bro. The night before, I literally slept at 11:30 because I taken a nap the day
Yeah.
before. I fucked myself. I slept at 11:30, woke up at 1:30, couldn't
Yeah.
fall back asleep till 2:30, and then I slept until 4 a.m. and then I woke up at
Nice.
got up out of bed at 4:30, banged on my friend's doors. Get the fuck up, let's go.
Yeah.
And then we drove to Buffalo from Hamilton. We
Nice.
took we went, got some coffee, went to Buffalo. It's not even that far of a drive, honestly. It's like an hour. It's like an hour 20 from.
Okay.
And then what we
How
gave.
long
we
did it
gave-
take you to cross the border?
When we got there into the States, it took like not even like it was like literally like he asked us like, oh, what are you doing here? What's going on? We're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're shopping, this and that, and then he let us in. Spent the whole day there. I bought 2 shirts and a new pair of shoes
Nice.
and another pair of shoes for this motherfucker.
Did you end up buying Air Forces?
I bought Air Forces, yeah, the green and white ones. The white, they're like
Oh,
cream
yeah,
colored
yeah,
with
yeah.
like the green check mark. They're so sexy. Can't wait to wear them. And then I sent him pictures for like, oh, which ones should I buy? And he saw ones he liked. The delivery boy. And then
Just get made it.
and then we.
It's for all those times he picks you up from your house and brings you to the podcast because you know he has to go so far.
Wallah, bro.
So
Yeah.
No,
That's
fuck the
so
podcast,
far.
bro. Every situation where I pick him up.
This is my Uber driver,
Oh, okay.
but that I love.
That you love.
That I
Yeah.
have a romantic relationship. What?
What?
He got so offended by that. No,
I just got
he's
called
not-
as
He's
Uber.
not. He's not my Uber driver. He's my.
Yeah.
He's
He's
my
everyone's
bestie.
Uber.
He's my bestie for life. Because
Yeah.
Give me a kiss.
Next time you message Arshia, can I have a ride? He's gonna be like,
No, bro.
no.
Yeah,
Yo, you know
no.
what was actually hilarious? When we got to the border, when we got there at the beginning, we get there and my friend Ali is driving.
Yeah.
And the guy asks us, he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And Ali looks at him, he's like, oh, we're just here to like walk around and shop. I don't know why he was so sus.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're just here, walk around, shop a little bit. The guy looked at him, he's like, you're here to walk around in Buffalo? We're like, we're like, yeah, like why not? He's like, okay, sure. He thought we were weirdos. And I went through. We spent a long time there. Hit a couple malls. I tried to get Prime,
Yeah.
and they were sold out at Walmart.
Wow.
So I'm actually really upset about that.
Fair enough.
But
I guess because it's a border city, you know.
Yeah.
So all the Canadians who don't want to pay $6 a bottle would drive across the border.
we have it here, but it's
honestly, I paid $6 for 4 of them. I really like it. I can't wait.
They're really good. They're really good. There's a few flavors I haven't tried.
$3.50.
There's a few flavors I haven't tried.
Yeah, so I gotta try the ice pop one, like the rocket one, the rainbow. Yeah, and then I gotta do their white one. And I wasn't a big like grape guy, so I didn't get their purple one and the lime one. Those are the ones I haven't.
I need.
I heard
Blue
the lime
Raz
is
is
crazy.
fire.
Lime is so good.
Fruit punch is fire. Freaking the orange one is pretty good. Like
So they're all really good.
Yeah.
And the ones I need I need to try the white one, the grape, and the orange. I've tried everything else. But no, like well done. KSI Logan Paul sponsor.
the official drink of
Wow.
the degenerates.
While we're kind of on the topic of driving Johnny, I just want to mention
this guy has so much to unload.
He
This guy
stopped-
wants to say-
he stopped
the
listening
whole
time.
time?
No, he stopped listening after you said this is my Uber driver. He's like, how much
Tell me
am
what I
getting
just
for
said.
that? How
Tell
much
me
am
what I
getting
just
for that?
said.
you were
How much am I
talking
getting?
about Prime. You love Lime. It's crazy. All this Prime. You guys do Logan Paul, KSI. All this shit.
Okay.
No. I'm just gonna mention one thing. I won't mention the 100 billion things that I could. Bro, be ready when you know I'm on the way.
What do you mean?
I
That's a
shouldn't be
fair
waiting
point.
out of your house.
That's a fair point.
Bro, he texted. I
That's
come
a
out
fair
in like
point.
a minute.
No. Hey, whoa. On my life, I texted him. You know the intersection to turn left onto
Yeah.
the 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
I texted him when I was at that light waiting to turn left. And I was still waiting there for 3 minutes.
And you know why?
In his house.
You know why?
Because he
I was
being a
getting his
good
shoes
friend.
and his ginger ale.
Don't knock on here. Okay, you knew you were going to get shoes and ginger ale. Let's bring them to the door. Because this doesn't only happen because of the shoes
When
and
did you
ginger
text me?
ale.
Do you have ginger ale?
Huh?
When did you text me? Do you have ginger ale?
When did I call you?
No.
when I left my house.
Whenever
I called
whenever you asked me if I have ginger ale, when did you tell me?
When I left 15 minutes away from your house. When I
Before or
left
after you told me
15
I'm
minutes away from your house, there's evidence. There is evidence.
Bro. 2 cans of ginger
To
ale.
the green screen.
Two cans of ginger ale, mind you. 2 cans. But
Johnny, the last call I had with you was 9:27. That lasted
why is that my
23
profile
seconds.
picture?
Because you're ugly. And
That is a profile picture of me.
9:27 was the last phone call we had, and the text was at 9:38.
Okay.
10 minutes is more than ample time to grab some ginger ale.
You
And
don't know where my
also,
ginger ale is.
huh?
You don't know where my ginger ale is.
It's in the basement. And also, I will also add once more that I did text you at the light. And I will also add once more that this does not only happen when you're grabbing
In all
stuff.
fairness, I literally, it was so hard for me to leave the front door because we have the storm door. So I literally was holding the shoebox and the fucking ginger ales in my hand, and I was trying to like body the door
Okay, no,
like this.
I
trying to
do
fucking-
appreciate that you
trying to
brought me
fuck-
shoes and
Yeah.
ginger ale, but I will say that this is not exclusive to today.
Today. Fair enough. And you know what? Also, as a driver, like when my friends and because my car is the only car that fits more than 5 people. When anytime we have to go somewhere where it's more than 5 people, I'm also the designated Uber driver, which is fine. I don't mind. But that is the most annoying thing. When you pull up to someone's house, you're like, I'm here.
They're like, give me a sec.
They're like, coming, or give me a second. Yeah, it's like the worst. It's like, I did. When
No.
I warned you that,
Yeah.
hey, I'm leaving.
No, yeah, every time I leave my house, I always text Johnny on my way. And then every time, it gets more and more distance from where I message him here. And every time I still have to
I
wait.
don't leave the house until you say I'm here, right?
Yeah, but you should be ready.
I should be, but I'm not.
You should be, period.
But I'm not.
Yeah, okay, that makes you a
Yeah, look.
bad person.
A bad
No.
for the shoes and the ginger ale.
Again, it's not exclusive for today.
Not a bad person, you know. Like he's
No,
not
in this
a bad
situation,
person.
it's a move of a bad
It's just
person.
it's just a dick thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't care that this bothers you, you know. But also, again, not that deep. That's 3 minutes.
Yeah, but every day.
And I get it. Like you do have to put 93 in your car, so 3 minutes of idling is like $1.50 for you. So I understand your struggle.
Yeah, I love you.
This isn't
that
fixing
makes it fine.
No.
That's
That's a cheap way to fix it. That's the
That's
cheapest
it.
way to
That
fix
fixes
it.
it.
I'll
There's
give
no
you
issue anymore.
$1.50.
If
Every
you,
time you walk
if
out of
you-
your house,
if
and
you
give me
don't-
$1.50 or it's made up.
if you,
I swear I'll give you the dollar.
if you're
I'll bring
still
up
mad at
Louis
him
every
after he
time.
said,
I'll bring up
if
Louis
you're
every
still
time.
mad at him after he said I love you, You're the
That's a
bad guy
toxic
now.
way to fix
You're
it.
the bad guy now.
You say that?
That's a toxic way
This
to
is the
fix it.
Degen Lounge.
You say
We
that?
only fix things in toxic ways.
And it's a toxic way
You say
to
that?
make me say I love you just because you did.
You say that?
It doesn't sound sincere if I do it just because you're
It's
asking.
sincere. You say that?
Sure, Johnny, I love you. Now listen to how sincere that was.
But yeah, anyways,
We're not going to start a sincerity debate with these two
He
again.
already got a load of this guy.
Just so you guys are aware, they got to my house at 10 o'clock, almost 9:45 to shoot this episode. It's at 12:45.
Taken. It would have.
We were debating sincerity for an hour.
Taken. It actually would have been 9:43 if he actually came out of his house early. And then he comes to my car and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to lock the door or something."
Okay, but then on the same
I needed to get
hold
my
up.
key.
On the same token, you guys text me, "I'm here." Most times while you're still pulling up, and I gotta wait for
Until
you to
you
walk
have time.
all the way from your car to my front door. Because I'll see the "I'm here" text, and like a fucking golden retriever mutt, I fucking run to the. My friends are here. My friends are. I open the door and I'm like, "Where are these motherfuckers
So
at?"
God forbid you walk 30 steps compared to the drive that
So
I did.
God forbid you wait a minute for him to bring you your shoes, ginger ale.
Again,
or look
again,
pretty
not
for you.
exclusive. Again,
Or
not
look
exclusive.
pretty for you.
No, again,
Or
not
look
exclusive.
pretty for you.
Okay, Andrew.
Andrew.
I will continue.
Again.
No, that one was
This
on
happened.
purpose.
This is the second
No,
time
I
this
swear to
happened.
God, that one was on purpose. I swear to God, that one.
Okay, That's not the second Andrew was on purpose. The first one, your eyes were like, "Oh shit."
No. Andrew, listen. You're telling me that when you're making, you're giving your heart and soul into driving this car to your friend's house. You're picking them up out of the kindness of your heart,
Okay.
and you're sitting outside of their house.
Bro, half the time you want to talk to me.
But half the time, the other half of the time, I'm waiting outside of your house, and half the time is a lot of the time.
So
because I
how
go
is he
his
supposed to
spot.
distinguish when the times you
No,
want to talk
because
to
he
him
knows
is
when I'm
at?
coming in. Because I always
Okay.
text him. I say
Are you
I'm
gonna
coming
keep letting
in.
me stand up for you? He might get mad at you.
Hey, motherfucker!
Don't
I
scream,
had
you're
that.
gonna peek the mic. You're gonna peek the mic.
No, that's has something to do with before the podcast.
No.
But-
But that ass. If I'm coming to pick him up, it's very common courtesy to just be right by the door like 2 minutes. For 2 minutes,
You
I'm
know
driving
what?
for 15.
I can't. I want to agree with you, and because it's also a big pet peeve of mine, but I can't because
I think we can
I'm
call it
gonna
even.
get
I
blasted
think
in
we
the
can call it even
comments
for other times I
because
tried.
I've done it.
From
I've
my
done
mom's
Okay,
cooking.
but again, that's because you can't come to my house. You know damn well every time you come to my house, I cook you. But because
You cook me?
I
He does
feed
cook
you.
me every time I go to his house.
I feed you. I feed you. That's a fact. Every time.
No, he does feed me.
That's what I'm. No, I'm just saying. If you, because I put in the effort to come to your house, I buy insurance, I pay for my car, I pay for my gas only because I want to be able to come. No, only because I want to be able to come to Johnny's house.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
this is so
Not because he
deep.
loves
Oh, my heart
cars,
is
loves
full.
driving
No,
around
my
by
heart is full.
himself.
No, can we cut it there because my heart is full.
Okay,
Let's
guys,
just cut it there.
podcast is
My heart
over.
is
Like,
full.
we can cut it.
Cut this portion. No, my heart is full now. No.
So I know you told me that you guys were walking around Buffalo and going to these different shops. I saw a snap of you waiting outside of a Louis Vuitton at 5:30. Did you get your socks?
No, I didn't. I just said that. What did I say? I was like driving all the way to Buffalo for a pair of LV socks. It's crazy. No,
With the
I didn't get
5:30 a.m.
I didn't
time.
get my LV socks, unfortunately. But you know what? I tried Sonic Burger. They
Yeah.
only have it in the States, and it's actually good. That shit's actually
That
good.
hedgehog makes a good burger, eh?
Back on the last topic, I just want to mention.
Oh
that
my
this
God,
has-
this
You're
guy
gonna
is
like what I'm about to
hard.
say.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Man, jeez Louise with extra crackers and cheese, bro. This guy's on my balls. Listen,
Damn,
listen.
look at this guy.
I want
this guy said
I want it
"Jeez
to be
Louise."
known. Jesus Christ, with extra herbs and spice too. Listen, I want it to be known that I fester no hatred towards Johnny for this specific action. I just want it to be like dated, recorded in time that I asked him. Let's see how long it takes for this to come into effect, if it will ever.
That's the most romantic thing.
I fucking hate Johnny.
But yeah, I tried Sonic Burger. It was good. It was good. You know what? I wanted to try.
Was it not a beast burger?
Oh, Beast Burger's only ghost.
Oh, is it only ghost locations?
Yeah.
They don't have a physical one, even in the States?
No.
I think it's a ghost.
No, it's just ghost.
Mr. Beast has
It's
he's
same
not,
as-
he's not at that level
It's
yet.
the same
If
as,
you're
it's the same as
wondering-
Sidemen.
If,
Sidemen.
if
Oh,
you're wondering,
actually-
a ghost location just means it's only like orderable online, basically.
And
Or like over the phone.
what they're doing is, and my assumption would be what he's doing is he's reaching out to restaurants that probably aren't don't have as much in terms of their own sales and just
Yeah,
You can-
and we're also kind of talking about a little YouTuber here. By the way, Mr. Beast is just some guy who just started up a little like burger business because
and a
we are
chocolate
giving him
business,
kind of like some publicity.
and a chocolate
Yeah.
business.
A
Thank
what
you.
business?
Chocolate.
Oh,
Chocolate
chocolate.
business,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you
They're
guys
just
want to check
small-
him
they're just
out,
small mom and pop
cool
shops.
guy.
He does
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
does like he does like these little ass videos too. Like I think sometimes
Yeah.
he gives away like $1 million.
Yeah,
Island,
small.
like islands.
Yeah,
Lost to take their hands off a private jet, I believe was
Yeah,
his last one.
something
Keeps
like
it.
that.
That was a good video. That was a funny video.
Nothing too
I
big.
haven't
You
watched
honestly,
it. I haven't watched it yet.
Big Star got robbed. Arguably, his elbow was
Star
still.
wasn't even in the thing.
Big Star was in that
Big Star
video.
wasn't in that video.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yo, slap that. Whoever's right gets to slap the loser.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, continue your
Okay,
conversation.
hands are sweating. I'm sorry.
Continue your conversation.
Big Star gets eliminated at exactly 2 minutes and
It was
10
speed, bro.
seconds.
It was speed or
No.
chunks.
No, Chunks gets offered Mr. Beast's debit card. Chunks gets offered Mr. Beast's debit card to withdraw from the competition, and in that
And he
moment,
takes a video. And he makes a video
yeah,
of
you're
that
right.
with speed.
You're right. And in that moment, he reaches,
What are you talking
he
about?
uses speed because I'm going full nerd mode because I know exactly when this happened in Mr. Beast's video. He reaches out to Speed for a high five, and Speed removes his hand and is also eliminated. Big Star was under the plane, hand through the gear wheel, and then he's
Continue.
Vic Star is not in this video, bro.
Big Star is.
I'll
in
literally tell you in this
video.
video. It's literally chunks, speed, W2S, Calyx or Calyx.
Okay.
I said chunks.
Johnny, you're getting slapped.
No way Vic Star's in this video. What?
What's the timestamp?
Hold.
2 minutes 35 seconds.
Why do you know that?
I'm honestly leaving out the fade. I just pulled the number out of my.
When he leaves, when he gets, hey, you're already. No, that's when Speed leaves.
He literally gets eliminated in that scene
Alright, so
where
I
he's
get- I
under
get
the
snack
plane.
now, or
Yeah, I guess my.
on my neck.
I don't really care about this whole.
On my neck.
Oh, I was gonna smack you in the face.
No,
On my neck. What do you mean? Don't
He's not gonna
in
smack
the
the shit out of you.
face.
He's not gonna smack the shit
On
out
my
of you.
neck. On my.
No,
No,
the
no.
face.
One of those. Give me one of those. One of those.
2 of these or 1 of these?
Why? One of these.
You know what? Comment section. Do you want it on the neck or do you want it on the face?
Okay,
and
that's
and
the
I'll
face.
give it to him.
No,
I'll
no, we're
give it
gonna
to him
forget.
in the
We're
next
gonna forget.
Yeah,
Let's do it now.
No, yeah, comment
No,
section.
I
comment
won't
section.
forget. I
No,
won't
no,
forget.
no, no. But that actually want to see it now.
You know
They're
what?
not-
I'm gonna give you both. We'll give you one on the neck, one on the face. All right.
What? That was not
No,
the
okay,
best.
listen.
All right. You
Rock,
want to
paper,
double or
scissors. Yeah.
nothing it on a round of rock paper scissors?
So I smack you twice. If I win.
No. You're the nothing part because I've already won.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
On shoot.
Okay, wait. What
No,
are the
so
stakes here?
one and done.
If you win,
Is
you're
it double
doing
or
twice
nothing?
where?
I get one on the face, one on the neck.
Okay.
Okay. And if you lose, it's nothing.
No
That's
slap.
nothing.
All right.
What? Best
One
one on
and
one.
done.
Don't slap.
One and
Just-
done.
On shoot. On
Don't
shoot,
don't
on
put
shoot.
your other.
On shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Fuck. Okay. Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up.
Okay, chill. Just take it.
Oh. Ow. All right.
That's all that they would have taken.
Ow.
The Mike's probably didn't pick them up because he was in the middle of them.
That's fine. Yeah, Sonic Burger was actually really good, but I wanted to try the one I wanted to try was Shake Shack. I heard that one's fucking amazing, but it was like 3 hours away from where we were, and then I also wanted to try In-N-Out, but that's Cali exclusive.
Oh, really?
So
Shake Shack, they have it in the Middle East. I've had it a couple times.
What?
pretty good.
They do?
Yeah. They had it in Brooklyn. Shout out to Villaggio Mall. They had it there. It was the first time I ever saw a restaurant using those like vibrator things that tell you when your food is ready.
Yeah.
It was I was like, technology's crazy, man. Burger was pretty good. Yeah, Shake Shack. But honestly, like,
You think it'll be the same as in the States?
I don't know what it is. I find the meat and the quality of meat in the Middle East better than here. Even like McDonald's is so much tastier back in the Middle East. They have chicken Big Macs there, which I think is crazy. And the
Chicken
KFC's
Big
there, bro. It's madness.
Is it
I tried
fire?
it's so fire.
Wait,
I tried to
Big
order
Macs?
one here, chicken Big Macs. I tried to order one here. They looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, I just want a chicken Big Mac. They're like, we can't do that.
y'all can't put the
What?
McChicken patty in the Big Mac.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, besides the point, even the KFC there, I don't know. Maybe their animals aren't as.
I've actually tried something similar once. I was at McDonald's and I wanted they have this chicken
Yeah.
English muffins.
Yeah.
with the ginger chicken.
Yeah, the chicken McGriddle, the
No,
pancakes.
no.
Oh,
The
okay.
McGriddle's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The It's like a English muffin and then
Yeah.
cheese and mayo and junior chicken.
Oh yeah, I have that
It's
every
so
morning.
good. And I went there one time when they weren't serving breakfast. They're like, nah. So I was like, can I just get a junior chicken? But instead of the buns, can you just make them English muffins? And they're like, nah. And I was like, okay. So can I get a what was it? I was like, can I get a sausage McMuffin? But instead of sausage, because they were serving the sausage
Yeah.
McMuffin, they just weren't serving the chicken one for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so can I just get the sausage McMuffin? But instead of sausage, put the chicken in. They're like,
See, I would have been like, this is where my pettiness would have taken over me, and I would have been like, okay, can I get a sausage McMuffin? No lettuce, no sausage, no egg, no.
There's no lettuce in a sausage McMuffin.
Shit. No egg, no cheese, no sausage. And they'll be like, just the bread. And I'll be like, yeah. And then can I get a junior chicken, please? That's it. That's what I would have done. And then
Me
you would have handed
yourself.
it, and I would have waited in the drive. Oh, there's people behind me? No, you refuse to do this, motherfucker?
just look at him. Look at him in the eye. So he knows. So he knows.
Boom.
Yeah? With the
Yeah, put the little
That's
burnout.
the most important part with the
Nah, I would have just chilled there. Alright.
I have better things to do, you know?
You
I
just
proved my
explained
point.
how you just made the whole thing.
That is to quench my pettiness.
Yeah, I would have thrown my bitch in park, sat there and been like, alright, we're gonna just talk about our days, bro. Like, I was thinking.
He would have just closed the window and walked away. Been like, perfect. Now I have more time to prepare these orders.
Yeah, but then his manager's gonna bitch at him because there's somebody just sitting there.
Yeah.
I literally did that one time. I was leaving a party.
I wouldn't do that, by
And
the
then
way.
my friend,
He absolutely would.
I was leaving a party, and my friend had the car, so we went to McDonald's, and we had to get McDonald's for over like $150. We had to get food for the entire party, and it's like 3 a.m. and I'm giving this guy this order, and the guy at the drive-thru was so mad. He was literally telling me, he's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Why? He was so mad. And then the last item I had to get was a fucking McFlurry, and I'm like, yo, can I get a chicken? Can I get a chicken? I was like, can I get an
Chicken
M&M
McFlurry?
McFlurry? And he's like, ice cream machine's broken. I was like, no, the fuck it's not, bro. He's like, yes, it is. And I sat there arguing. I was like, bro, I know this machine is not broken right now. Shut up. and then we got the McFlurry, so he was fully lying to me.
No, like that ass. My dad is the worst person to be in the car with, bro. He literally last time I remember we were in a McDonald's. This is all allegedly, okay? And I swear to God, like this is fake, but yeah. We were in the line to a McDonald's on our way to go fucking pick up a car. Okay, we got things to think about today. Okay, we get in the line. He's like, all right. He literally tells me I have a coupon for this, and he literally asks me, what is it good for? I'm like, okay, it's good for a small coffee. He's like, okay. He goes up to the window. He's like, I'll have a large coffee. I'm gonna pay for it with a coupon, and what do you want? And I'm like, I'll get a fucking blueberry smoothie, whatever I don't like that. He's like, and I'll get this. We go up to the window, and then the guy didn't ask for the coupon. I give my dad the coupon. He's like, smacks my hand, fucking abused the shit out of me. I'm pressing charges. I put the coupon down.
This never happened, so you're not pressing charges.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this was like that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm asleep.
This was the
Yeah.
hypothetical scenario in your
Yeah.
head when you were.
And then he's like, don't fucking touch it. And then he taps the card and he gets the receipt. He's looking at it. He's like, how much is a fucking blueberry smoothie or whatever the fuck? I'm like, I don't know, like $4 or $5.
Yeah.
And they charged him for the
large coffee.
The large coffee.
Yeah.
And then he's like, these motherfuckers. And then he gets cheese. I'm like, you didn't give him the coupon. He's like, he didn't fucking ask for the coupon. I'm like, no, it's not his job to remember how you're paying when you tell him from that first the speaker. And he's like, no, I fucking said it. I'm gonna go get the whole thing for free. On top of that, you want something to eat? I'll go get that for free too. And normally, when this scenario happens, he actually goes and gets all that shit for free.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, he goes gets everything for free.
This one time, the employees were not.
No,
fucking with it, eh?
no. God,
Okay.
no. Buddy, I promise you, my dad walks in there, whatever the fuck he wants, he's gonna get there because he's fucked up. Okay, like he will just fucked up.
Allegedly.
No, fucked up in
Allegedly.
terms of
Uh-oh.
like fucked up to argue with. Like he will win. I will never win an argument with my
This
father.
guy is fucked up.
No, like fucked up. Like he will not let it go. He will get that.
I like this bitch up right
Bro,
now.
he pulls up. He pulls up in a nice ass whip, worried about $4 to the junior chicken. No, he's not fucked
This
up.
guy's fucked up.
Okay, it's not that he's fucked up.
This guy's coming.
I'm saying he's fucked up to
This
argue
coming,
with.
like, twitching.
No, because you Like, okay, listen, he's going in a pretty nice car,
Yeah.
worried about like $3
Yeah.
on his mistake, and he just wants to be petty so bad that he wants to go in there and be like, why the fuck did he forget that he paid said coupon? It's not his fucking job.
Yeah.
There was 5 cars in front of us. It's like, bro, just give him the coupon and it would have been good. That's why I tried
making
hanging
$11 an hour.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
yeah. I like if you would have taken the coupon, like life would have been easy. But now you still have that coupon. You just paid for what you're about to actually have. Like you paid the exact price that they actually charge regular people. They didn't overpay.
And your coupon wouldn't have worked because it's at a small.
Yeah.
It's at a small.
On top of that, oh wait, no, he actually did end up getting a small. He's like, oh okay, small at the end of it. I left that part out because who gives a shit. At the end of the day, he went in. He's like, drink your fucking smoothie, because he knew, because normally I go in with him and just watch him do this shit. You know what? Drink your fucking smoothie. Sit there. I don't want to ruin your day.
Right.
I'm saying there like that baby Yoda.
This guy's whole day was ruined over.
No, he's like, I don't want to ruin your day.
If it was
bring
a
you in
small,
here.
that thing was $1.50 at the most.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, he'll be okay. He'll survive.
He'll survive.
We're not in.
Just charge the guy that you sell the car that you were going to pick up $1.50.
Exactly.
Extra and you're charged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyways, he goes.
Could you imagine?
He goes inside.
Yeah, I want $9,601.50.
Please. But yeah. Anyway.
With a cherry on top.
He just goes in there, and the line was crazy. I saw it from outside. I'm like, you're gonna go in there, and he goes there, and he's like, he comes out after 5 minutes. He's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I ever seen him give up on something. I'm like, you sure? You sure? I couldn't believe it.
And
He's
that's
like,
when you woke up.
Fuck that. And then
That's when you woke up.
boom, I woke up. And then
you're
it was my dad shaking me. He's like, I got this coupon. Let's go to fucking McDonald's.
You're like,
this is at 4:30 a.m. By the way.
You're like,
this is on the way to
oh,
Buffalo.
no.
Look at this coupon for a large coffee that I got. Dad, it says small. Buddy, you want to fucking, let's go test it out.
We want to.
They're about to learn today. They're about to learn today.
I'm about to upgrade this coupon.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. The only one time I ever did that was actually with our boys in Guelph. Our boys, Julian, Evan, and some of the other guys, where they were drunk out of their minds. I was whipping. We ordered. They got a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And then they didn't charge Evan for the full order of his, because we had 2 orders. They didn't charge Evan for his full order, which was the whole back seat, and they only charged him for what he was eating, not the rest of them. And I noticed at the window that he said that, but I didn't say anything so that we could get up to the next window, because that's actually their fault. Like, he made the full order, I was there.
Yeah.
This is their fault. Then when we get up to the window, they only gave us the meal that he paid for, right?
Yeah.
Now normally he paid for what he got, whatever, but no.
Not this time.
No.
Yeah.
Evan said the whole order.
Yeah.
They repeated it only what he said back to him. Like,
Yeah.
they repeated only what he got charged for, and they gave him. But he did say, yeah. And then we went on our way. But that's not what happened. Like,
Yeah.
that's their job.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You are your father's son.
Exactly. At the end of the day, yeah. We were clearly blood relatives. I could see
Yeah.
it in the resemblance. He didn't have any brothers in Canada at the time, so I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
So we go up to the next window. They give us the meal. I go, so where's the rest of it? And he said, oh, no, that's the full order. And I'm like, no, he ordered a lot more. He's like, no, he only paid for, I stop him right there. I'm like, did you say he only paid? He goes, yeah, he only paid for, no, you only charged him for this. He said everything. I know you have them on record.
Yeah.
And then he starts arguing with me back and forth. I'm like, buddy. Go get your manager. I'll talk to her. I don't want to talk to you right now. I was being a little sassy, you know.
Yeah.
Got a little sassy frat.
Again,
I'll get.
you've seen it a million times.
Exactly.
You know,
I know
the
exactly.
routine.
I know the whole
Yeah,
drill.
you know
I'm
the
like,
routine.
buddy, go get your manager. He goes get his manager. She comes out. She's like, what is the problem? I'm like, there's no problem. It's a great day. My friends are having fun.
Yeah.
Any problems with you, man? She's like, how can I help you?
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect. That's exactly what we're gonna do. You're gonna help me.
me.
So your
I know he
employees,
said that too.
Exactly. If they remember,
With
they were
that
drunk.
smile
Yeah.
and the hand movements.
Yeah.
It was all present.
Exactly. We were gonna help me too. So
And you're always leaning over Evan to do this too.
No, I was driving.
Oh, okay.
He was in the back with 2 other people. So that was
Okay.
2 people didn't have their food.
Oh, okay.
And then I explained to her the situation, and she's like, "Oh, okay, we're just gonna reorder, and then we're gonna charge him again." I was no. He's gonna get this for free.
Yeah.
No.
You seem to be mistaken.
You listen to me.
You seem to think that
You
you're the
listen to
manager.
me.
I'm the manager.
What does it teach you on the first day of trading? The customer.
No, wait, I didn't pull that card yet. I didn't pull
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's gonna come.
You're saving it. Yeah. Okay.
And she goes, "No, sir. Like it was just a misunderstanding." I'm like, "Exactly, it was a misunderstanding. The misunderstanding here is that you think he's gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I don't think I said something that crazy. That's like
Yeah.
rude as fuck. But I honestly, I was pretty cordial, but I was a little bit annoyed. And then she starts arguing with me back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, "Ma'am, you know what you should be doing right now?" And she goes, "What should I be doing? Let me guess." I'm like, "No, don't make any guesses." And she's like, "You're gonna just tell me to go make it and give it to you for free, right?" I'm like, "No. Of course not. You have your own free will." I said, "You should be asking me, what can you do to make me leave here with a smile? I want to be McLovin' it." I said that, and everybody in the car just starts dying.
She's
Yeah.
giving me McLove.
And then she goes, like she has like a moment, and she's like, "Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
We'll do it. Sorry for this." I'm like, "No problem. Of course I'm." She's like, "I hope nothing is like she said like I hope like this doesn't ruin your night or anything." I'm like, "Of course not. They're happy. Look at them. They're smiling. They just got 2 meals for free. Why would this ruin their night? I'll wait right here, man. Take your time. Take all the time you need."
You know they spit.
They fucking shit in it. But the thing is, I already had my food. They're drunk in the back. They don't know what
They
the
don't
fuck's
care.
going on.
Yeah.
They'll eat the spit. It was free. So yeah.
Hey, was she cute?
Nope.
How do we always get
I
here?
was gonna say because if she was cute,
They wanted to
people
mind
would've
the
paid.
spit.
People would have paid for this.
I'll tell you right now, ain't nobody paying a fucking dime for that spit.
Just so you know, I saw
That would be a funny TikTok. You pull up to a drive-through to no, you would get sued.
Yeah.
One time-
That's
one-
sexual. That wasn't a funny
One
thing.
time we
He was
did-
joking.
I was
One time
joking.
we wanted fucking like junior chickens or some bullshit, and she said like, "Oh, we don't have any," or like, "Oh, we can't." We wanted something for free, and she's like, "Oh, we can't do that for you." And my friend started like chirping from the back, like, "Oh, we're gonna short McDonald's. We're gonna like buy stocks and I don't know
We're
what the fuck
gonna
they were
short
saying." My boy's in the backseat. I'm in the front. I'm like, "Bro, we got our shit. Let's leave."
Bro, I'm sure Ronald
My
was
boy-
quaking.
My boy's in the back. My boy's in the back talking about.
That's one of the funniest things I've
My
heard in
boy's
a
in
while.
the back talking about my
Short
my boy's the
McDonald's.
solid H. My boy's the solid H are in the back. He's like, oh, they just lounge. The thing is, we were wrong. We had no reason. We had no right to demand this junior chicken. He just said, my boy just said, "Hey, I'm gonna get a junior chicken for free." And he's like, "Yo, I want it. This and that." He's like, "Yo, please," he's like trying to like spit. He's like, this poor girl's just trying to finish her shift. Bro, it's like 3 a.m. He's like, "Bro, like, come on, like." This and that, like, please, like, just get it for free. Like, I know you can, like, I like McDonald's is not broke. I know you can afford it. My boy H in the back, he's like, "Fuck this! If I don't get it, I'm shorting McDonald's tonight." I'm like,
That's so jokes. That's
I'm
so
like,
You
jokes.
said that, Ronald was quaking.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy?
Ronald was shook to his
She
core.
gave us a free fries because she loved us. She thought we were hilarious. She gave us a free fries.
That was
That's
just to prevent the downfall.
Yeah. She didn't want to have that on her hands.
Smart
I was
employee.
dying.
Yeah.
I was
She's now the regional manager in the entirety of Ontario.
Oh yeah.
The
Minimum.
assistant manager.
That was funny.
Oh.
It was a good time.
See, good for you guys, man. I have honestly just like, I used to be the guy who would sit there, argue, and get it. And then I just started dealing with Uber Eats. I was like, I don't gotta argue with Uber Eats.
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
But Uber
My
Eats is the
favorite
worst.
thing, McDonald's is so incompetent. All you have to do is put no pickles on any burger you order. It'll always come with pickles. At this point, Uber's convinced I'm allergic to pickles. So anytime I send in a request, and I'm like, I'll show them. But even McDonald's, I love you because they'll put the sticker on it. This is no pickles.
Yeah.
And I'll show them an unboxing video.
This guy's like, so here
What
we-
is this?
So today
Here we
we
have
got
the
the
pickle.
McDouble.
What is this?
Unlike the man in SpongeBob, we actually have pickles.
Pickles?
Guys.
I
They're
have
not
so
under
many-
my
I have
tongue.
so many Uber Eats stories that I'm not But
Continue your story, please.
So that's how I used to get my money back from McDonald's on Uber Eats.
Allegedly.
No, that's how
no,
I
but
did it.
that's okay because they actually fucked it
They
up.
actually fucked it up
Oh, that's
every
true.
single time.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know?
That's true.
And then Uber would be like, they just try to refund me whatever $3 for the McDouble. Just ruin the whole eating.
You should be
experience.
asking me what you need to
Because
do.
that's on chat support. You should be.
Yeah. That's honestly, I'll give this tip out for free. I'm pretty sure I actually said it like last time. Did I?
It may have got cut.
Oh.
The last time we had a little echo.
Oh yeah. Okay. So hopefully, inshallah.
Production quality is crazy today, by the way.
Yeah,
You guys
we
can't
did
see
a
this?
lot of setup.
You guys can't see this, but ready? Arshia. Camera 2. Arshia. Camera 1.
Green
Arshia.
screen, boom.
Fuck.
Or shit, overview.
Wait, no, that was camera 1.
Oh, that was camera 1. Camera 3.
You know, we got the
Let's
whole
see,
green
guys.
shit.
Let's
What do
see,
you guys
guys.
want?
Do something funny.
Funny?
Yeah, that's camera 3.
What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see on the green screen? Boom. I want a
Yo,
picture.
Johnny's swimming in the ocean.
Oh my god.
Have fun with that one, Rashid.
Yeah,
that's
fuck.
crazy.
I gotta
That's,
edit
we
it.
just made a lot of work.
Honestly, deadass, I'm just not gonna do anything now. He'll look like a clown.
Yeah.
I'll just put a clown behind him.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hisoka from.
Oh.
It's a clown.
I mean, that's true.
You
It's a
are a
clown
clown. I'll
and a
put a
predator.
picture of your IG post.
I'm as strong as Hisoka is.
Anyway.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that today.
Yeah.
But
don't-
yeah,
No,
don't go down
there's
that
no
route.
anime.
I don't think you want to be comparing yourself to a child predator.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, Hisoka.
Johnny is
we don't
not
condone-
a child of predator,
Okay.
and we do not like child or predator.
And the combination of the two.
I don't condone any of this speech. I want to make that known.
Wait, you?
No, I don't condone
Oh,
personal
buddy.
predator. No, don't take it out of context.
I might have just made a weak joke, but he actually just fucked
Don't
himself.
take it out of. No, that's not what I meant.
No, I mean, even with the context is
There's no
Rashida
context.
Going,
Yeah, we don't
Rashida's
like.
going. We do not fuck with children, predators, or the combination of the two.
And he's like, buddy, I
don't
love
con-
him.
I don't
You know,
condone
that
them.
one, you know, like.
Wait, no, stay on topic. It doesn't matter what.
No,
other
it
guy-
might be like, you know that meme that's like a. What's worse than a.
One predator
Yeah.
and then
A
a child.
child.
Yeah, that was the joke that I was
Yeah.
trying to refer to. Guys, that was supposed to be a callback. It probably wasn't funny, but fuck it.
Is that from The Office?
No,
You
it's from
love
a meme.
child predators, right? That's what you were just saying.
This is a crazy conversation. This is no.
Deny it. I'm giving you the opening. You
I
love
don't.
it.
You said no.
Wait, you don't need to give me the opening. I think it's
Well,
pretty,
no, you were saying
pretty
all
valid.
about this. Oh, I hate what they're saying right now.
Okay.
So the World Cup is going on. That's kind of cool.
But
That's kind of
leading into the World Cup, we were talking about Hisoka, we were talking about anime. The memes coming out of this World Cup this year, top class.
Wait,
Internet, I am so proud of you.
How did Hisoka jump to?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna get to
Okay.
We went anime. Okay, anime.
Yeah.
We start with anime.
Uh-huh.
From anime, we go to Japan. It's a country.
Blue Lock. Have you guys
Right,
watched
don't
Blue
get
Lock?
there. Don't
Don't
start.
start with Blue Lock.
Motherfucker.
This is not the time. to be talking about Blue Lock.
We start with
That
anime.
was sick.
That was dance floor move.
No, that was
crazy.
raw.
That was nuts.
Hit the rewind. Anyway, anime. You start with anime. From anime, it's made in Japan. Japan is a country that's in the World Cup, a country that's played 2 games in the World Cup, one of which was against Germany. Where else did Japan play Germany?
Blue Lock. I didn't even know that.
That came back
Oh,
full
I-
circle.
Yo,
Straight
actually,
up.
I haven't watched Blue Lock, but the memes suggest that it was a German team. It might not have been fully talking out of my ass, but you know what? It worked.
Back to the time. Oh, actually, this episode might have got cut. That episode definitely got cut. But I did try to tell them both to watch Blue
Yes,
Lock when I
you
was
did.
saying
You
Chainsaw
did.
Man. Also watch Blue Lock.
It's true.
And I will tell you guys right now, everybody who's watched it already knows, and this is we will get right off anime right after we say this, or I say this. Yeah, there is no type of Germany versus Japan.
Oh, okay. Well, Project Blue Lock. Anyway, he couldn't let me live in a lie, and I respect him for that. Project Blue Lock. The memes that came after the Japan beating Germany, it was so funny, man.
You know
their
their
edits
shirts
they
were
would make.
designed by the
the
mangaka.
manga, yeah.
The shirts that Japan was wearing were designed by the mangaka of Blue Lock.
And there's
Crazy.
there's like an alternate version of it. And I think it's only sold on Etsy. But what they've done is like all the lines where like that are on the jerseys. Each of the patches is like an anime manga like snippet from different
Really?
mangas. It looks so sick. I wish like Adidas had made an official one. It wasn't just like an Etsy one that you could buy, but it went trending on the internet too. And I've been like looking for it at a good price, but haven't been able to find one yet. But man, the memes that came out of that victory were phenomenal. Like there were like edits where it's like it would cut to Blue Lock where he like sends it from like the left back position to the right wing position, and it would edit the ball that gets delivered to the actual Japanese player in real life, and then it would switch back to Blue Lock where the
So
guy
it's not
goes
even
like
memes. It's like
Super
edits.
Saiyan.
It's like
Well,
edits.
there's the edits too. Where the guy goes like Super Saiyan when the sprinting, and it cuts back, and I was like,
That was sick.
This is fucking beautiful.
But they won,
This
right?
is so beautiful. Yeah, they beat Germany.
Who else did they play?
We played Costa Rica. How do you?
I didn't follow the
I couldn't believe they lost
I
that.
should have.
Can I tell you? So how did they lose to Costa Rica? You know, they ruined my plan for that day.
Does Costa Rica not have a staff?
No,
they were.
like
I think they were
pretty bottom
projected
seed.
to lose.
Yeah, they're pretty bottom seed.
I think that
I'm just assuming here because I don't really watch football, but
They're
I'm
pretty
pretty sure they were
bottom seed.
projected.
Yeah.
top contenders, I'm pretty sure the projections are like Argentina, Brazil, France is up there. I don't know if France. Is up there.
Argentina, you sure?
Argentina's nuts this year.
Argentina was like
You see, bro,
Just
Messi's
because
goal.
they lost like 4-1 to.
two.
Oh no, they lost. They
2-1
lost
to
2-0.
Saudi
2-0.
Arabia.
They lost 2-0 to Saudi.
2-1.
But they're like projected as like one of the best teams. They lost 2-0 to Saudi,
2-1.
which was crazy. And then there was that whole thing with the. I mean, I know we know it's debunked, but we can talk about it. The Rolls Royce thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. The memes that came out of that game. Where's Messi? Fantastic. That was so funny. Did
Not
you
to
see
me-
that? Where the Asian reporter was covering the World Cup and he's telling, okay, Argentina just lost to Saudi Arabia, and these Saudi fans come up to him and he points the mic to him, and this Arab guy goes, "Where's Messi? Where's Messi?" And all of them say, "Where's Messi?" It was pure gold. And then someone did, you know how like they do those bad lip sync things that they used to do in the NFL and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or they're-
Not bad lip sync, but like they're pretending to be the
Bad lip
commentator.
readings or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I know what
Yeah,
you're
some
talking
stuff
about.
like that. So there's a video of like a press conference the Prince of Saudi Arabia is having with all the players before they go off to the World Cup. In the actual video, he's like, "Guys, listen, I know we got dealt a tough group. We just want you to go out there, represent us, do your best. There's no like expectations."
And then it cuts.
After that win, someone took it and like redid the audio for it. He's like, "Congratulations on beating Argentina. Everybody here has been awarded a Rolls Royce. You will be receiving it.
The Rolls Royce Phantom.
Now, your next game
Why is he looking at me like that?
is Poland. I'm expecting the same result. And if I
And
don't get the
Bugattis
same-
for everyone if that
And
happens.
if I don't get the same result, there's 11 holes waiting for you.
No.
And
The
the
Middle East is
goalie-
crazy.
And the goalie, there's a big hole waiting for the goalie
Oh,
because his
there
family
was?
will join him.
I forget.
And it was like the fan edit, and everyone died. It was so funny. Again, in case someone's gonna try and clip this out of context, that isn't what he actually said. This was someone took the video and like did audio over
But
it.
you know what's sad? There was it World Cup or Euro Cup? It was something, and I forget what team it was and what year it was and whatever. But this actually happened. One of the players on one of the teams got an own goal.
Oh, that was a long time ago, and he got
He
executed.
got back home and they killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
That was a
There
Middle
was
Eastern
that
team.
one, but that one wasn't even that bad. The worst one was the poor Colombian guy. He missed a penalty that caused them to get eliminated. Same thing. He walked off the plane, got shot.
Yeah. That happens.
Shot.
That happens.
That's crazy.
This is the World Cup.
It's literally like the scariest thing to be like, oh yeah, we're going into the World Cup as like a third world country.
so the
It's not a joke.
the Qatar team is getting fucked because bro,
No, because
first team in history because
Yeah.
host team always plays first.
Yeah.
First host team in history to lose first.
Yeah,
game.
but I think
That's-
they
they're
have a
getting
little bit
fucked.
more of protection now that these things
because
have
they're
happened
in
in
their
the past.
country.
No, because
Oh.
these things have happened in the past. I think they realize.
They're just they'll either disappear slowly or nothing will happen. I think having any kind of expectations would have been difficult.
Because Qatar
You've
wasn't
never-
meant to
you've
be
never
any
competed
type of
at it.
contender.
Like an international stage, and leading up to it, a lot of the friendlies you had won are like outed in controversy in terms of bribes and stuff like that. Like I'll never forget one time we were watching Qatar versus Lebanon in Qatar, and Qatar has a lot of Lebanese people. So we show up there, and there's just a massive amount of Lebanese people outside. They're not letting them in the stadium. What had happened was, if they had let them in the stadium, there would have been like 40 Qatari fans.
Like the Lebanese team.
The Lebanese fans.
Oh.
So there would have been 40 Qatari fans at a home game for Qatar.
Mhm.
So they started getting expats and stuff and giving them tickets and flags and refunding the Lebanese people their tickets and telling them to go home. So I looked at my dad. I'm like, I kind of want to watch the game. Me too. So we go up to one of these street vendors. We buy a Qatar flag. We wrap ourselves in the Qatar flag.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I used to live there, right? Like this is back in the day. We're
Oh,
talking
okay.
like 2014, maybe,
Okay.
maybe before that even. So we wrap ourselves in the Qatar flag and we enter the sea of Lebanese people. The security guard sees the Qatar flag, grabs us, brings us in. We get into the game. It was so fucking funny to me. So they are shrouded. They are like shrouded in a lot of like controversy when it comes to their football team.
They also-
Will they kill them? Probably not. Will you ever hear about them again? Probably not.
Qatar itself, they also have like hella fucking rules this year.
I mean, okay, let's actually talk about that. I feel like the Western media took this opportunity to make sure another World Cup isn't held in a Muslim country. And people are going, it's not about religion. It's kind of tough to argue that when you want to like berate Qatar about violating human rights and berate them that they're not LGBTQ plus friendly and all that stuff. And this is towards the soccer community, not the international community. You want to berate them for that. But then when you had a player like Ozil, for example, and the reason he's not on the Germany team is also very controversial.
What is it?
So Ozil comes out when the whole thing in China with the Muslims was happening. They're putting them in concentration camps and like castrating them and doing all that shit to them, allegedly. So I don't want China's wrath. I'm kind of scared. So when that happened, the German team told him to apologize, and his club told him to apologize. I don't give a fuck about the human rights violations back then, but now it's a Muslim team that's hosting the World Cup. And for the record, all they said was, don't bring your flags, don't bring like rainbow captain bands, don't kiss in public, which their mistake was they should have specified that that is a rule that applies to whether you're straight or gay. Like public displays of affection are
straight
not.
or LGBTQ.
Yeah, like
Plus.
public displays of affection are not encouraged or really welcomed in the Middle East. You know, you want to hold hands, that's fine. No one's gonna say anything. Qatari people love holding pinkies.
Actually, that's a real thing.
This hand. We would be walking side by side. They hold pinkies, you know? The Eskimo kiss on the nose.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's not.
No, but even like in the Middle East, like kiss on the cheek is a thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're trying to display them as this super intolerant, super. No, they have rules. Not everything is a democracy that has a constitution or a bill of rights that guarantees you freedom of expression. All this stuff. No, they're a monarchy. They have rules. You have to respect that. That's what being a sovereign state is. The people who live in Qatar have agreed to respect that rule.
But if it was that big of a deal, wouldn't FIFA just say, "Okay, we're not having it here"?
So the reason it's so controversial was this, right? They had and now moving beyond the human rights scopes and all that stuff. Let's go to the main reason.
They also can't have alcohol. It's not they're singling it out. They can't have alcohol either.
Hold up, but we're getting to that. Let's go to the main reason people are mad, which was the alcohol thing. And I'm not saying I have no evidence of this happening. I have no I didn't talk to anyone that I used to know. Like this is just pure speculation from my part. There's one of two things. The general populace believes that Qatar never had any intention of allowing alcohol. There were always, when it was like out of FIFA's control to move the World Cup, to ban alcohol. I disagree with that sentiment. I think Qatar was fully ready to compromise, and they had set up the tents, they had done all that stuff. And I will add that you can drink in Qatar. Every hotel has a bar, and they will serve alcohol, and you can drink in Qatar. Okay? And they had set up drunk tanks for people who got too rowdy at stadiums to go cool off somewhere. They were fully prepared to compromise, and this is my honest opinion. Again, this is just an opinion. There's no proof. There's nothing. It's just speculation. But when you are compromising already on your views and your beliefs to allow something to happen, and then the first thing people do is just continue to pick on the other beliefs that you're refusing to compromise on, and they themselves are not going to show any sense of compromise. How as a royal family member who was already super against serving alcohol, are you going to react to this? You're going to say these people are ungrateful, they're not tolerant, they don't understand where we're coming from, they're not trying to compromise, they're not trying to be on an equal ground. Fuck it, no alcohol, get rid of the tents. I could very well see that happening. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I could very well see that happening. Because you didn't really... The World Cup has been hosted in a lot of places where a lot of terrible things have happened. Terrible things. And a lot of the governments who are bitching and complaining are not like, your backyard's not clean. You know? Like you're trying
That's
to...
a good expression.
Yeah, I got that from my manager. Shout out to
Actually?
him. Yeah, your backyard's not clean. Why are you trying to shit on someone else's backyard, right? So I can understand Qatar's frustration. What I liked was the way kind of Saudi is now handling that because they're applying for a bid after the Canada World Cup. Like they want.
Yeah, we're next, eh?
Well,
Yeah.
the U.S. is next. We'll probably get a couple of group stages, maybe two
No,
games
it's,
if we're
it's
lucky.
North America that's next.
Yeah.
It's Canada, States, and Mexico.
Yeah, but I think
Canada
we
gets-
get
Canada
4
gets
games. Oh, we get 10 games.
Canada gets 10 games.
Oh, nice. Between here and Vancouver, I think are the only 2 stadiums we have, right?
Maybe Toronto and Vancouver.
Yeah. People were saying Montreal. I doubt it. Quebec doesn't like foreigners. Anyway, looping back to it, Saudi Arabia is just going. That they did an interview with the head of sports in Saudi Arabia, and he was very, like, well spoken, very professional, handled it very well from the jump. He was like, "Listen, like these are the rules in our country. We're not gonna change them. You need to people need to be able to go to different places and respect different cultures.
Absolutely.
If you know if
No,
drinking
I-
is
I
so
wanna say
important
to
to you in the World Cup, don't come if Saudi Arabia.
But you
wins.
know what? I've heard allegedly that you can still get alcohol this World Cup if
But
you're
it's
like
expensive.
if you're like huh?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Like if you're like one of like the rich, the elite, whatever. They have like tents set up like in like the not tents, like whatever, like in the private rooms and shit, like in
Yeah.
the stadiums. I have heard that like allegedly like they're serving alcohol there. Like if you have the
Yeah.
money for it, they're like
So-
they're allowing you.
So the thing with those with the booths, like the big
the
what are
private,
they
the
called?
VIP, the private
VIP rooms.
The private rooms.
A lot of times you're allowed to bring in outside stuff, like you're furnishing your own kind of.
No, because they made a point of zero alcohol.
Yeah.
So technically they're not supposed to have it, but like they're like
And honestly, in the Middle East, as long as the wrong people don't know what's going on, 9 times out of 10, the people working don't care. You know.
this is coming from Middle Easterns, by the way.
Again, there's no proof. This is just word of mouth. They could be feeding us a load of shit, which is
We
fine.
are all Middle Eastern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you are Middle
What
Eastern.
do you mean? Yeah.
He looked at him like, what?
No, I'm looking at it like, what do you mean? Yeah.
He's whitewashed a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I thought he was saying that Iran is not in
Yeah.
the Middle East.
Iran is in the World Cup in the Middle East.
I whitewashed.
That's not something we're gonna get into right now. But
Different topic completely.
yeah. No, honestly, I like at the end of the day, like, because what's stopping like Qataris from saying like, okay, like we're being like oppressed because you guys aren't respecting our beliefs, our religion, our culture, our this, our that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it is a two-way thing. But like, if it's being held in that country, like FIFA could have fully like, granted, if FIFA did that, bro, no one's gonna win. If FIFA said, okay, you guys are being politically incorrect, we're not holding the cup here, then Qatar could be like, oh, like you're discriminating against our religion, against our fucking
Yeah,
this
no.
and that.
Well, it would have
Right?
went to
You know?
international court if something like that had happened. If they had tried to strip Qatar from it at the end of the day, the most that's gonna happen is you're gonna charge one of the richest countries in the world for breaking their contract. They're not gonna care.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. They'll pay for it.
But
You
would
know
that,
what they
would
did?
that price even be?
Honestly, I think it's gonna be up to Budweiser. It's gonna be up to Budweiser, because they're the ones who really got shafted at the end of the day. They paid to be the official drink alcoholic beverage of this World Cup, and like based off future, Heineken paid a lot for the last World Cup. So I could only imagine what Budweiser was charged to be the official drink in a Muslim country, where it was already kind of like iffy. So they're gonna get a nice little paycheck from Qatar probably, or FIFA, I would assume.
That's assuming that even happened, because no, I don't think like anything went to court. or
No,
anything.
but
No,
that's just.
it's too early, but at the end of the day, contract law is contract law. You breach a contract,
And
there's-
quite
there's
honestly,
repercussions.
aren't there more rules too? Like it's not just the LGBTQ plus thing and the alcohol. They had a whole set of rules. They were like, I forget what they are now. But like there was a whole thing.
I think mostly the biggest controversies were surrounding those rules, but whereas the other rules are just the rules of the country. Like it's not rules that are put in place for the World Cup; it's the rules of the country that people aren't
Yeah.
necessarily aware
That's
of.
what, like, it's not even like it's like the thing is you can't have those things in Qatar regardless. So why would they make an exception?
But you do have those things in Qatar. That's why people are a little annoyed.
No, they happen.
Yeah.
But like they're not supposed to happen.
No, but like I said again, at hotels in Qatar, there's bars where they sell alcohol.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Because Qatar also being a word of the day, being a Gulf country, they have a lot of people come from outside to work. Right?
Yeah,
They have
there's
a
a lot
lot of Christians, white people, like all cultures.
You
A lot
also
of
need
people.
to. You also can't forget Qatar spent a lot of money building one of the nicest airports in the world, arguably, to become an international hub. They want people coming in and out of their country, and they're not stupid. Like they're not idiots. They know that drinking is
One of the richest
heavily
countries in the world, I would assume.
heavily entrenched in a lot of cultures. This is a country that has more investment in London than the city of London has in itself. Like they own the stock market, like the building where the stock market exchange happens in London. They own the Olympic Village. They own one of the biggest real estate strips in the UK. It's all Qatari owned. So they're not ignorant to how the outside world works. Whereas I feel like a lot of North Americans and Western people
Oh,
are
100%.
very, very ignorant
How things
to
work
how
over there.
things work outside of their country, even outside of their country. And I
Mhm.
feel like because
Bro, and especially Southerners from the States. Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
Southerners from the States.
These
Bro.
motherfuckers are so patriotic.
but that's exactly what it is, though. It's United States. It's 50 states that don't have a lot in common. Maybe some have more in common than others. But when you look at America as a whole, there's no American identity.
Yeah, no.
You
You
know,
look at
Except for
California.
loving America.
No, but you
Except for loving America.
You look at
Yes.
California and Texas, and they're different.
Different.
But polar opposites.
What's socially acceptable in one state is you could drive 45 minutes, no longer socially acceptable.
Yeah.
That's what happens, and there's nothing wrong with it. But that's what happens when you're given this blanket set of freedom, which is what was intended to us by God.
You know what? That is true. Their only uniting factor is patriotism.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
it.
12 hours in Buffalo, I saw more American flags than I seen Canadian flags in the last 6 months.
Yeah,
Holy
bro.
shit!
It's so different. It's so different. That's the only thing kind of uniting them.
Bro, my buddy from Texas comes here, and he's like, he could not believe that we take our shoes off in the house. First
Yeah.
of all, he's like, there's no way that this really happens. I thought this was only in movies. And he's talking about all this, like, he's like sitting here for like 15 minutes, like, couldn't believe it. He's like, I can't believe it. And he kept, like, he respected it. He's not one of those that, because I know a couple Texan guys that would do that. He's like, yeah, my buddy would not fucking end up, he would end up getting like an Airbnb and just stay there just to not
Yeah.
fold on this. I was like, oh, okay, geez, Louise, with extra crackers and cheese. But
That just means the guy doesn't cut his toenails, doesn't change his socks.
yeah, but
You know?
that's beside the fact. He also couldn't believe that like a lot of our like things were similar, like the same basically.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had this weird misconception of Canada. I thought I was walking into something like completely different. I thought I was gonna be coming into a different world. I'm like, buddy,
No, but yo,
we're
honestly,
like we're so close to each. Like, I don't understand this mentality that America is some place that just has a spotlight on it, exactly the shape of the country, and it does not reach any other borders.
it's
Yeah.
so
It's
crazy
crazy.
that you say this because literally on the way to Buffalo, me and my friends were having this talk. My friends Ali and Gabe were having this talk, and I was saying, like, they were trying to tell me that Canada and the States are so incredibly similar, and I was telling them that, can you say Canada is the most similar country to the States? Yes, but if you think about it, my stance is Canada and the States are so different in terms of politics, laws, patriotism, mentality. Fucking, I don't know,
100%.
all this
Yeah.
shit.
We're
That
talking
stuff
about
so different. Infrastructure, like,
Yeah, but
sure, we're the same
nowhere-
shit. Not like,
nowhere, in my opinion, can compare to the States like Canada can, just in terms of like most things.
Yeah, but
I'm not
even
talking
then,
about
they're still so
specifics,
different.
of course, but no other country has this weird mentality that the States have that we can understand as a country. No other country can even like comprehend the weird niche things that Americans think.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like say anything specific or anything like that. I'm not gonna get into it. There's like, okay, you know what? I'll give one
Get
example.
into it. Get into
which
it.
is
That's the point of this.
okay. You're right.
let's
The
get
viewers
into
want it. Give the viewers what they
Now-
want.
Now
Let's get into it.
I visited.
It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Also, anyways, so I visited a lot of states. I've visited New York. I've gone to Ohio. Weirdly enough, I've been to
Yeah.
Buffalo. I've been to LA.
Buffalo
I've
is
been. You're right. I've been to LA. I've even been in New York City. Sorry, I differentiate New York City with Buffalo because they're so different. But yeah, they are both in New York. And I've been to Texas like tons and tons and tons of times. I have
Yeah.
so much family. Okay. Texas specifically, I didn't really have this mentality going into the other states, but because I've been to Texas so many times when I was younger, I thought about this. Bro, you hold the door here in Canada for somebody that's like getting out of their car,
Yeah.
like in the parking lot, and they see you holding it and looking at you, buddy, they'll hurry their shit up and run and say thank you so
Yeah.
much and go inside. In Texas, you hold the door for somebody right up your asshole, they'll fucking look at you weird. No thank you, no nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm not over exaggerating. They'll be like, "You're
My bitch.
who do you think? Who the fuck do you think
They're
we are?"
so different.
No, they're different. It's not even like they don't even comprehend that as rude. They think it's rude for you to hold the door. Like they're like, it's weird that I didn't just grasp something to get up in this building.
But when you have a country, I was telling my friends, if there was one, objectively speaking, if one country was the capital of the world, it'd be the States. They're the superpower, military-wise. They control the
But
media.
that's
they
because
control
of the
entertainment.
media
That's what I'm
you
saying.
get fed.
That's what
I
I'm
don't think
saying.
that's true at all.
No.
I think
I'm saying because they control the media.
Our
They would be-
media. See, you're being brainwashed by our media.
No, but
We are
bro,
an extension of the
movies,
States.
songs, this, that, worldwide. Everyone knows the movie Spider-Man: No Way Home. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah, but that's because they have Hollywood.
everything, everywhere, the whole world consumes the States. The States does not consume the whole world.
No, that's not true. There are so many examples of like obviously I haven't lived it, but there are so many examples of people in the UK that I watch on YouTube talking about how little they understand about the States and how little they consume of the States themselves.
But movies, music.
I
fucking-
won't repeat myself, but exactly what I just said.
Like the high production value, yes. You're gonna only go to two places. You got Bollywood, you got Hollywood.
Yeah.
Those are the places where movies are made.
Even Bollywood, in
shows
terms
are
of like
made.
size and money, does not compare to Hollywood.
You know, arguably, you're right. I think maybe it's just
Hollywood's huge.
it's
though.
just a different. It's a cultural thing. Again, same thing with animes. Like when you watch animes, you know that this wouldn't be successful in America because you need to understand certain cultural traits that the Japanese possess for it to be funny for you the way it's
Of
funny
course.
for you.
But is that true?
Can I make a
Attack
point?
on
Can I
Titan
make
was
a
the
point?
number one show in the world.
But that's different.
Can
That's
I make a
different.
point?
For example, you're telling me certain Bollywood movies aren't consumed all over America. I guarantee you, a lot of Americans have seen either "My Name Is Khan, I'm Not a Terrorist" or one of these other Bollywood like
No, they
super
have.
movies, like
They
The Three
have.
Idiots or something.
Let me make a point that I'm trying to like really like press on this is that you're being like clouded by the fact that we are in Canada and we get so much of our shit from the States and so much of our content and so much of our information from the States. You would think the way we live and the way you would assume from America, and I would assume they're the same, that Apple, like an iPhone, is the like
Phone
the
to have.
average.
But
Like
it's
everybody
just
has it.
North America.
But it's only, I think the entirety of the world, including everywhere.
10%. 10% of the world has iPhones.
Exactly. And you would never imagine that at any
You know what
point
it
of
is?
your
You know
life.
what they are? The two biggest areas in the world that have iPhones. The vast majority is North America and China. China, they're manufactured.
Okay, but that's beside the point. I'm
But-
saying you
But
would
also
never
because
imagine.
their price point, their entry point is expensive. People in certain parts of Asia aren't going to be able to afford it. People parts of Europe.
Oh, and they're
That's
also
why you
way
always
more.
get,
They're,
like,
they
the
all,
Android
also their
phone.
spending habits are otherworldly compared to us. We will splurge like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Canada and America have like the worst spending habits in the entire world. But you go anywhere else, you do not spend money like this. It's not normal.
Yeah.
It's not normal at all. You get an Airbnb for like 15 people in Tokyo for the price as a one bedroom over in fucking Texas. You know what I mean?
Man, my cousin lives in
No,
London.
okay, over here, not in
Texas is
Texas.
cheap.
My cousin lives in London, and she was telling me like what her data plan was, and she was like, "Yeah, I pay about $25 a month, 25 euros a month."
That sounds more Irish. Close enough.
Irish.
Her boyfriend's Irish, so it's probably rubbing off on her a little bit. She speaks fluent English. She doesn't have
25 euros a month?
Buddy.
But her plan is, but they specify, right? So they'll be like unlimited Instagram, unlimited YouTube, unlimited WhatsApp. Like they specify, but Europe wide.
Okay, that's
Europe wide. Depending on which Rogers plan you have, you fucking drive to Quebec, you're paying like $1 every minute, every text, every fucking
brother.
megabyte.
Bro, I couldn't text when I went to-
Insurance and okay, this is specifically for Canada, Ontario mainly. Our insurance here is unmatched in the world. Or wait, no, not insurance. No, sorry, phone plans. Phone plans are unmatched in the world. On top of what you're saying, I tripped out with insurance because insurance in Quebec and Ontario are completely different as well. They renew their, I think it's they renew their license once a year for like $150, but like my cousin pays like $70 a month at 23 years old. Clean driving record, but buddy, I've seen some 25-year-olds with clean driving records driving a regular ass Civic next door to me, paying probably like 280 a month. You know what I mean? And they're like, and then my cousin's like, no, but we have to renew it every year. I'm like, how much does that cost? He's like, 180. Big fucking deal to him. I'm like, buddy. I'm sure there's definitely different things that balance it out. There always is. There always is reasons for it.
Bro, buddy, I'm just gonna have my Ontario license and fucking register my car in
In
Quebec.
Quebec?
Bro, but I'm saying like even like yeah, okay,
Yo, mom, I'm gonna slide in your DMs. I need that address. Government of Canada, if you see this, I'm kidding.
but
I don't know how it works. This was just a
Yeah.
conversation
No,
I had
but, like,
years
it
ago
does-
that I
it does,
remember.
like, okay, so you know how I just said the States would be the capital of the world because they control the media and their military. But
I don't think
As
the
a-
world would allow that.
but you think like
No,
as
I
a,
think
no,
that
I'm
would
saying,
start with the
obviously there is no capital of the world. If there was to be one, you have to name one.
I think if that was the capital of the world, aliens came and they came to the
They'd be
capital of
pissed.
America,
They'd be like,
we would end up getting wiped out because the first thing that would happen, Charlie 5 or 612, unidentified aircraft, shoot that motherfucker down, burn that bitch, and show 'em why you don't fly over America without permission.
America.
No,
bro, but
sir,
there's
this thing
so-
just went. Sir, this thing just went vertically 3,000 feet in a second. How do I compete with it? Alpha 1-5, no worries. We're sending a nuclear.
You want to know how to
They
compete with
have
it? You want to know how to compete with it? You're fucking American. Figure it out, brother.
Brother, you bleed red, white, and blue,
No,
brother.
I'm saying like even the fact that like, because like I said, Canadians would think that America would be the capital of the world, and even with us being so
Because they couldn't name another country.
No, but I'm saying, like, even like no, Canadians are not like that.
No, the
Like,
Americans.
compared to America.
Americans are the most ignorant
Yeah,
country in the world.
But,
Easily.
but America, like,
I'd rather go ask some tribal warriors in the middle of a jungle what's
what's the meaning of life?
tell me everything about the world.
The Slavics are pretty
No,
bad.
but Canadians, like we,
Serbs.
Canadians, like we
Yeah,
think that,
kinda
like we're like
arrogance.
we think that of the states. And even then, my point is, like, even then, we're so on the face of it, you think Canada and states is not that big. But then, like
We're so
the
different.
weather, but we are so fucking
Bro.
different, bro. Politics, mental, all this shit.
My boy from Texas doesn't even know what the fuck a province is, and we were having a conversation, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the Texas drive to this is this and that." I was like, "Oh, is it? It's that close?" He's like, "You can't tell me where everywhere on a map is in the states, like every state." I'm like, "Buddy, you're lucky if I fucking pick out Texas 1 out of 50."
Bro, my
And
old
he's like,
job.
"What?" And I'm like, "Do you even know what the fucking Ontario is?" He's like, "Yeah, that's the street you live on."
Bro, my old job, I had to be on the phone with Canadians and Americans.
Yeah.
Canadians know one of the questions I would have to ask is what's your zip code or postal code if you're here.
Yeah.
Canadians will understand what a zip code is.
Yeah.
I ask an American your
What a
postal
postal
code,
code,
he's
they're
like,
good.
"What the fuck?"
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like zip code, bro. He's like, "Oh," and then he
They're
tells
so
me
ignorant.
whatever. They're so.
But that's also
Have you
because we
seen
adopt
it,
a lot
bro?
of like we say feet, we do a lot of like I know my measurement by feet, not centimeters, even though I'm supposed to know it by centimeters and not
Yeah.
feet. That's 'cause
They're
we
the only
adopt a lot
country in
of
the world that don't use the metric.
No, they're not the only.
Regardless, bro, I fucking.
I think they're the only first world country.
Have you
in the world
watched
that-
when I knew when I knew they were like crazy? Like when you watch the Canadian, so like the Canadian elections are so like put together. The most they'll be like is like, hey, let me talk. But the states, first of all, like the recent one when Donald Trump and Joe Biden were running, like bro, those debates are so like this guy's calling him Sleepy Joe. This guy's calling him to shut the fuck up. This guy's doing that. They're so disrespectful. But the thing that like I also like. I was watching it and I was like, you know what it reminded me of? Have you guys seen the Hunger Games? You've probably seen the Hunger Games. But do you like remember like how like they were like the media was in the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Like, when they have Hunger Games, the guys have like colorful hair and like they talk a certain way,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's set
yeah.
up a certain way, and it's like so dramatic and this and that. Like we were watching like when the voting was happening for the election, we were watching an American channel, and there was a guy on a newscast, one of the anchors and whatever, and had a board with like Donald Trump up and Joe Biden up and this and that.
Yeah.
But when they were talking about it, like it reminded me, it was literally the way they do it in the Hunger Games. Like it was literally the way like when the Hunger Games start, they like they start just like talking at like the way they like, introduce the game, they talk about the president and this and that. Like it was so like their media is like it was a movie. It was like they were shooting a movie, but it was real life shit. So their media is so like that's what I'm saying. Their media controls the world.
Well, you know what? At least we got a portion of our media back. Shout out Elon. Purchased Twitter and came back.
That too.
Fired a bunch of redundant employees. People giving him a lot of slack. I think he came out on a podcast or an interview or something.
A lot of slack or a lot of shit?
A lot of shit, sorry. I think he came out on an interview and he said, I went up to these group of people who were just sitting around doing nothing. And I was like, what do you do here? They couldn't give me an answer. So I fired them.
How do you feel about the way Elon's running Twitter?
I have no issues with it. I think that's exactly how
I think
the
What it was
internet
meant to be.
the internet was meant to be treated, and the whole point of kind of Twitter was that
he's doing. I think he's doing. Like I'm not gonna get into who.
Listen,
who I
listen.
agree with, who I don't agree with, but like the way he's running it is how it should be.
listen, at the end of the day, there's a block button for a reason. If you don't want to see what someone says, you don't want it associated on your feed, block that person. It's not that deep, okay? But some people do, and some people do. And in Donald Trump's case, yes, he does say outlandish shit. But you know what? I'd rather the devil that's going to stab me in my front than the devil that's going to stab me in my back. And Donald Trump is a
This
lot
guy
of
with the
things.
expressions today is
No.
going crazy.
And Donald Trump is a lot of things, but the guy is fairly straightforward in
He's not filtered.
everything he does.
Which in some situations is not the greatest thing, but you know, would you rather have someone lying to you?
At
And I'm
least
not,
you
I'm
know
not
what
one
to
way or another.
expect.
I'm not agreeing with him or disagreeing with him. I'm just saying the way he does things, the way he
And-
talks.
And honestly, that guy on Twitter is a hoot, bro. The guy is a savage. He's funny. I get a good laugh out of it. At the end of the day,
We all get
we're
a good laugh out of
Canadian.
this guy's tweets.
We're Canadian. Sometimes, like
We all get a good laugh out of his tweets.
yeah,
Like, you know?
sometimes, like even when they're ridiculous, like you're laughing at how ridiculous it is.
Honestly, I think at certain times it's good to do this, but I feel like people who take life that serious, where you're stressed about if Donald Trump's banned on Twitter,
Yeah.
a couple of hobbies won't hurt. You know what I mean? Little day job, little
Yeah,
something
if
to
you're
do.
going out of your way to be upset about the fact that someone
Unless,
has
okay,
the
okay.
same-
Unless if you're like politically inclined to do so, okay, then do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care if you hate him, you hate him. I'm saying if your one gripe with Donald Trump is that he's on Twitter,
Yeah, like if that's your biggest issue with the
won't
man,
hurt
like,
to throw a
there
little
are-
pigskin
There are a
around,
lot
but-
of issues to have with Donald Trump, sure, but if your issue is that he has a Twitter account, it's kind of like,
Bro, it's you
You're
will
bored.
not believe how certain people let this man affect them.
yeah.
I swear to God. I wish I was joking about this, and I'm hoping that maybe I just misunderstood the vibe of this Instagram IG story. But this human that I follow on Instagram was looking for a job, right? And obviously, when you look for a job, especially when the company is not that big or is very big, you do your due diligence. You like to look into it,
Yeah,
see
yeah.
kind of what the vibe is, right? And she stumbles upon like an executive's Twitter page who had retweeted something Donald Trump said. And she like the very next story is her like freaking out. Like, how am I gonna work for someone who supports Donald Trump? And I really need this job. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope there's a misunderstanding.
Boredom.
here. And I'm
boredom.
like, truly, like if this is something that affects you, we are in for a reckoning if we ever get invaded by anyone. We are in for a reckoning.
Here's the thing. I think that these type of people have been through, like, not in their personal life. I mean, in terms of like crises or things of that kind of nature. They haven't been through like things that actually fucking like wars or something that will fuck you up mentally, like our parents have gone through. Yeah, where they just have nothing else to think about than this type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, specifically like people like that
That's
get
true.
stressed over their bro. There's a reason why most people keep their political views silent, is because it affects people's view on you and this and that. But at the end of the day, it really shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but
Everybody has their own opinions, and most of the time, it's even if it's broadcasted, it should be kept to yourself. And even if it's not, people have opinions about it that shouldn't affect their way that they think
feeding
about
off of what you said, kind of continuing on that same
makes
kind of thought
sense.
process. What it is like you said, these people have never experienced a real crisis. They've never been in a position where they've
Ourselves
Just real quick,
included,
just real quick,
ourselves
just real quick.
included.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Speak for
downplay
yourself.
everybody's fucking
Life.
Yeah, life. Everybody has their own problems. I'm not scaling it against anybody else.
Right.
But I'm talking about like shit that like affects everybody, that makes like the actual
Absolutely.
world around you gloomy. Like the actual world around you, not like what's in your head. I'm talking about literally you go outside, you see a fucking limb on the floor. That was the lives that our parents lived. You know, you see a fucking my mom.
And that's why they could give less of a fuck about
Exactly.
what this person has to say. All you did was fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
Bro, if our parents,
Perfect.
especially the Middle Easterns, the way they're built, if they heard about, like, if they do hear about it, like they hear about the shit that people get mad about, and they're like, bro, what the
Yeah.
what? Like, bro, I was out here, I couldn't cross the street for a bottle of milk because there was bombs going off beside it.
Bro.
I was telling my friend a story last night about like my parent, a story of my parents and my grandparents in Lebanon during the war, and he was like shook. He was like shook. And this is also a Middle Eastern man, mind you. He was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "It's nuts."
And a lot of quote unquote Lebanese Arabs who are Canadian. They're Canadians is what they are. If you've never been to Lebanon and all you're claiming is the fact that your heritage is Lebanese, you're not Lebanese. I'm sorry. Those people, when they go to Lebanon for the first time, and they get the culture shock of seeing
Of a lifetime.
like of seeing all these different militia groups flags around.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What is this?" No, it's a militia group. What, like, there's superpowers here. There's powers here other than the army, and you just have to just like look at
The
them
army
and
are the
laugh.
cops, bro. Man's are seeing a man walking down the street with an AK or whatever fucking gun it is. Like,
Regular.
it's so.
It's regular shit for them.
Yeah, it's not. It's
I do, bro.
It's like, alright, bro. Like, do you, fam?
Brother, these Americans will get annoyed that they have whatever the U.S. Border Patrol in between states because a lot of shit has been happening between these two states. Oh, where are you heading? I have my constitutional right.
Yeah,
to
wherever the
travel
fuck I want.
travel across this country as I see fit, motherfucker. You did that shit in Lebanon. They have like literally military checkpoints between certain neighborhoods, and on the highway they have one like before you get to the coastline.
You know how these mans.
Hey, Habibi, put your window down. Yeah, where are you going? None of your damn business. Oh, none of my business. Hey, Abudi! Abudi, come here, bro. Abudi. Listen to this. You will not believe this guy. Say it again. No. Ask him where he's going. Hey, where are you going, sir? It's none of your damn business. He's a fucking American guy. Ali. Pull over to the side. Pull over to the side. Pull over to the side.
Bro, the state, man. And out here, like you can't like fucking Iran and Palestine. They're out here fucking. They can't even go to the grocery store to get a fucking. I don't know. Without getting stopped by a random ass motherfucker.
Oh,
Anyways.
it's just the privilege that we live. Thank you, North America, for
Yeah.
honestly,
I love it here.
We're blessed.
I'm very thankful for for my passport. My prime minister, not that thankful for him, but
We don't have to get into political views.
yeah, we're not gonna do that today. Yeah, today's been fun. You know,
Yeah.
just caught up. on
Glad
the
we got
world.
to vent to you guys.
Chatting. Yeah. Anime type shit next week.
Yes, sir.
Inshallah.
Next week is the Demon Slayer cast.
Next week is the part 2 after.
Part 1 and 2.
No, they already watched part 1. Like our first.
Yeah, our first.
Part 2.
So next
which is
week,
the movie.
This
and
guy finished the
season 2.
movie and season 2, so we'll be talking about that next week.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been your boy, Uncle Tony.
I've been Johnny. Marquez doing his stupid shit.
Hallelujah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
We've been the Funky Monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy.